And we're live. Welcome into the Flippin Hippos YouTube channel, everyone. I'm Star the Flippin Hippo. I see that Donatella was here first and is very happy I'm going live tonight. I'm happy she's here. Dana's first live show. That's awesome. I'm glad that you're here. You guys, I got a lot of stuff I want to cover with you guys tonight. I have covered a lot of this piece of paper with my scribbles. I got a lot I want to discuss, a lot of talking points, and I got 3 announcements at the end of the video. Yes, anticipation and suspense. 3 big announcements are coming at the end of the video, but first we're going to talk about spring and what that means for our businesses as far as sourcing and listing. Hey Greg, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Nicole, hi. Okay, so before I get into talking about changing your mindset and changing your listing mindset, your sourcing and listing mindset for spring, I do want to reiterate to you guys, I list all the things all the time. If I find an amazing coat for $1 in the middle of the summer, I list it. I don't hold any inventory back waiting for holidays or seasons or anything like that. If I find something that the cost of goods is worth me picking up to flip for profit, and Keith is the same way, of course, because we run our business together, but so we do list all the things all the time, regardless. We don't pass up on deals because it's the wrong season, and we don't hold items back because you never know. Things do sell out of season all the time. I've sold swimsuits in the middle of the winter. People go on cruises and on vacations to warmer climates. I've sold Christmas stuff in the summer, and I've sold winter coats in the middle of winter. People go skiing somewhere, I guess. I don't know. So we do list all the things all the time, but what we're looking for changes. And our mindset when we're outsourcing changes. Hi, Dab Kitty. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Swamp Picker's here. So, yeah, hi. Sorry. I'm like, I've got it in my head. I gotta get done this list tonight, you guys. But we do switch how we think, and we get more cherry picky with things. I'm going to give you a couple examples. So now that it's getting in towards spring, we have exactly 17 days until the first day of spring. It is March 20th. I'm going to start sourcing a little bit differently. I will still be looking at jeans because they're my favorite thing to flip, but I get more cherry picky. So all those bread and butter brands that you guys see me picking up for 99 cents all through the fall and the winter, not so much anymore. In the summer, I'm really only looking for those silver jeans, the men's BKE, the Miss Me jeans, the True Religion, anything that can fetch $30 or $40 or more. The reason, because they will still sell. They're going to be slower to sell and less selling every day. And when I stock the store and Posh Closet with tons of jeans in the fall and the winter, they're moving every day. We're sending out 4 or 5 pairs. Even the bread and butter brands, and that's great. In the summer, they may sit a little bit longer, so I get more cherry picky. But I still look to the jeans and I still source them. But I don't really look through coats anymore. That's just a mindset change. I will glance at them. I'll run my hand down them. I'll see if any of them are 99 cents, if there's anything leather or denim or anything like that. But I don't really dig through them as hard. And there's a couple things that I will start to dig through really hardcore and bring home tons of. You see my eyes crossed? We're talking tons. And that is booty shorts. I can't even say booty shorts without laughing like a 12-year-old kid. But y'all know what I mean. The really short women's shorts. I can find stacks of those for 99 cents each at all the Goodwills, and they flip like hotcakes in the spring and the summer. And even the lower end bread and butter brands, they'll go for $14 or more. They're all first class. They're so easy to photograph. They're like this big. So you lay them on the thing, you flip them, take another picture. They're easy to list if you have a template. I love some booty shorts. I will bring home so many of those. I will not source for those in the fall and the winter, but that's one of the things that I start to look for. And swimsuits. Men's board shorts and swim trunks and women's swimsuits do really well. I'm going to say hi to a couple people that I just see coming in. Hi, Ruth. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Pamela. Thrifty Christie's here. Welcome in, guys. So, yeah, we kind of like change our focus and the way we think when we're outsourcing. But that's not to say we won't pick up a deal if we see it just because it's the wrong season or that holiday is a long time away. And we will list everything we find. But there are certain things that we will now be looking for that we wouldn't have been. And certain things we get more cherry picky with. So like Sorenzo says right there, shorts are already going. I'm already selling swimsuits and shorts. So, I mean, I live in Pennsylvania, so it's really cold. Actually, it's snowing. It snowed all day. We went out sourcing in the snow because we're troopers. But this is actually the time of the year here where we live. I don't know if you guys live anywhere like this, but one day you'll be in your snow boots and bundled up in a parka, and the next day you're in shorts and flip-flops, and then the next day you're back in your winter coat. It just like back and forth consistently through spring. But a lot of places are already warm or starting to warm up, and people are starting to look for the shorts, the flip-flops, and all the other items. Shorts are they're so easy. Booty shorts. I like calling them that because I'm 12. But they're so easy. Like, you just throw them on your board, flip. They're great. So like I said, we have 17 days until spring, which means as of next weekend, my mindset's going to change, and I'm going to change how I'm sourcing. Because once spring hits, or even maybe a week or two before that, I want to be listing the summer and spring items already to get them stocked up. They may not move right away. They may not really start moving till April or May. But when April or May rolls around, I want 100 pairs of shorts in my store. I want tons of inventory for people to be able to purchase. So I want to start sourcing it now and listing it now. Hi, Lance. Welcome in. Thank you for your rendition of Booty, rocking everywhere. So I want to talk first about sourcing for the spring and the summer. And then we're going to talk about what you should be doing as far as listing and cleaning out your closets. There's another song. That's Eminem, right? Cleaning out my closet. I'm in a silly mood, guys. So just, beware. I feel silly. Okay, so some of the items that you want to be sourcing as we move into spring and summer. Swimwear, obviously. Women's and men's. As far as brand, I just kind of still play around with that. Still, I find that like most brands will sell it as long as they're cute. So when I source for women's swimwear or men's swim trunks or board shorts, whatever they're called, I look for good graphics or things that are cute. Men's board shorts with sharks or Captain Morgan or really cool Hawaiian prints. Women's cute swimsuits. I really don't think it matters for brand as much as cuteness, because people wear their swimwear at the beach and on vacation. They're wearing it to be cute. They're on a cruise, whatever. Of course, I already mentioned booty shorts. Men's shorts. Men's denim and cargo shorts. Y'all, source them. Flip them. They do well. And that's another thing. I don't even really think the brand matters. It's the style. Men like those, I shouldn't say men because I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a man. But what I seem to sell the most of are the khaki shorts with like the cargo pockets on them and the really big baggy relaxed denim shorts for men. Sunglasses. If you guys are out at yard sales or church flea markets or Goodwill and they have buckets of sunglasses that are in really good condition that you can get like for $1 a piece, buy them all. By all means. Because, and I give that example because I did run into that one time. I bought the whole bucket. I brought it home. I took pictures of one pair. One listing for like 20 pairs that was in there or whatever. Sunglasses, I think the brand kind of matters, but I don't care because I will flip anything that makes me money. But obviously, like the designer brands and the Ray-Bans and stuff, Ray-Bans and stuff like that are going to fetch you more money. But if they're cute, again, if you can find those really big ones girls like to wear with like the little jewels on them and they're nice colors, or like cheetah or leopard print, whatever, it's all about being cute. And that is another thing I want to really quickly bring up. As far as sourcing clothes for summer and spring, I like that because it's more about being cute. It's less about brand and more about being cute. People are trying to be cute in the summer and wear cute tank tops and cute shorts and cute flip-flops, which is the next thing on the list, flip-flops. Be looking for those, and sandals. Anything that you can wear without socks in the heat. I'm with Donatella. I would much rather be burning up hot right now than where it's snowing. It's not my cup of tea. Khaki cargo shorts. Yeah, a lot of guys really, really like those. They like all the pockets and stuff. Hi, Justin. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Okay. Now, I put this on the list, and Keith gave me this look like, And I said, you know what? I better explain this next one for my male viewers. Women are probably going to understand the minute I say it. Smaller handbags. You know why, right? In the winter, women have scarves and gloves and hats and extra hand creams because the cold is so harsh on our hands. We have extra chapsticks because of the wind and the cold being rough on our lips. We just carry around more stuff in the winter, and we want bigger handbags. In the summer, we're not carrying around as much stuff. We are wearing less clothing. We are looking to be lightweight. We're on vacation. We're on the go. We're doing more stuff outside. We're going to the park with our kids. We're outdoors. We're doing outdoor activities. So we want to have less stuff with us, and we want to have smaller, more containable, easily taken with us handbags. I think that's a thing. It's a thing for me, but I am a dork, and so I could be wrong. But I know that all my girlfriends out here are the same way. It's all about having the smaller bag in the summer because you're on the go. And the crossbody is really, really, really nice for vacation. I know a lot of women look for those crossbody bags because when you're like on vacation, you're walking the streets in New Orleans or wherever, you just want to have that security of your bag being close to you and not just ripped off your shoulder by some rando robber. Another thing outside of clothing you guys can be looking for is the big beach bags, the big tote bags. People like to take their towels and their sunscreen to the beach and to the pool in. Suitcases. People are going on vacation, and sometimes they need a bigger suitcase than they have in the closet. They don't want to run to Walmart or Target and pay full price. They'll run online and see if they can't find one more affordable. So if you can find suitcases that will be worth you paying the cost of goods for and the shipping, that's definitely something. But definitely the beach bags, the backpacks, the things like that people are going to need on vacation, and going to the beach and stuff like that. Yeah, Donatella, I'm the same way. I'm not really a girl, so I don't do normal girl stuff. But I do know that when I worked outside of the house, I did have a bigger bag because I went to a job and I wanted a lot of comforts of home to come with me. Nowadays, I'm only just running out to source or whatever, so I have a smaller bag. Anyway, one thing Keith will be doing, and you guys should be doing too, is way cherry picky, like next to none on your long sleeve men's button fronts. That's not to say if he finds a Ralph Lauren purple label or a Robert Graham that's long sleeve, he's going to leave it there. No, you're not going to leave that kind of stuff there. So you still, if you find holy grails or amazing brands, you still want to get them, bring them home and list them. But you really want to be putting more focus on those short sleeve shirts for men. And a lot of golf polos do really well in the spring and the summer. It just comes to mind of like those like nerdy dads with the khaki cargo shorts and the polos at Disneyland. You know what I mean? And here's one thing. This is probably, other than the booty shorts, my best seller every summer, and it will blow your mind. Cardigan sweaters. Women's cardigan sweaters. Can anybody guess why I sell so many cardigan sweaters in the summer? I have a theory, and it's based on my own experience when I worked outside of the house in the corporate world. Why people, or women, and women specifically, would be purchasing cardigan sweaters in the spring and the summer. That's one of my best sellers. I have like sweaters and cardigans that will sit all winter, and then boom, the minute summer rolls around, they're flying off the shelf. I have a theory about it, but I want to see if anybody else is thinking along the same lines as me. So if you think you know why, let me know over in the comments. I want to see if you guys can figure out where my brain is at or why I think it happens. Yep, there we go. Someone already said it. So when I worked outside of the house, I was in recreation therapy. I worked in day programs with disabled people and nursing homes. But it's the same in office buildings. People decide it's warm outside and they set the AC to like polar ice cap, and it's freezing inside the building. So women who work outside of the house that want to now start wearing the thinner shirts, even if they have to dress up for work, they wear the thinner silk button fronts and the short sleeves because it's warm outside. They go to work and they're freezing. They're just freezing. I know I was. I actually, when I worked outside of the house, I wore long sleeves and sweaters in the summer. And in the winter, I would wear short sleeves because it was the opposite. Everywhere I ever worked would have the AC set to Alaska, and then they'd have the heat set to hell. And you were just never comfortable if you were wearing what was appropriate for outdoors at the time. But, yep, it's air conditioning in the office. Women buy the cardigans, trust me, because they're wearing their cute short sleeve shirts for the summer and they're freezing at work. And then I think someone said shopping as well. It can be cold, like if you know you're going to the movie theater, you guys. Oh my gosh, the movie theater is so freezing in the summer. I take a sweater with me. And then someone else said it's cool at night. Yes, absolutely. If you live somewhere where it's cool at night, say like Arizona, where I'm from, it could be so hot during the day, like 100 degrees. And as soon as that sun sets, it cools off. And you need like a sweater, a light sweater, if you're going to be outside in the desert. So, another thing that we can be looking for outside of clothing is the outdoor toys. Like, go to the toy aisle when you're thrifting and at the thrift stores. Definitely be looking around at yard sales. You want to look for the outdoor toys, the water guns, the Nerf guns, all those kinds of things, pool toys, and the summer travel cups. You know, the plastic cups that have the screw-on lids with the straw. I sold a lot. I should say so. I sold a lot of those last summer. I don't know if I'll reinvest in anymore, but those plastic cups with the lids are good because a lot of people are carrying water around with them when it's warmer. Heat set to hell, hilarious. It's Alaska or hell. It's what it is. Nobody knows how to keep an indoor building comfortable. Like, just pick a, I don't know. That was just always one of my pet peeves. I'm off track here. So the travel cups and then those metal water bottles with the screw tops. If you guys find those, people do carry water around with them when it's hot and they know they're going to be outside. Joanna says, my bestie in my office job sat on the outside row by the heating or air units, a glass building with cold 30-degree weather outside in the winter. Spring, yeah. So one more thing I wanted to mention for as far as men's clothes. If you've ever seen the men's pants that have the zippers like around the knee, those are convertible pants. And men do like those, so they can have like a nice pair of khakis for work and then unzip them and have shorts for after work. They're convertible pants, man. They can wear pants or shorts at any time of the day. But yeah, if they have those zipper legs, kids convertible pants do well too. I have another note here and I don't understand my own handwriting. Give me a second. Oh, and while we're changing our mindset, while we're outsourcing and we're looking for all these wonderful things that I just talked about, don't forget to still be looking through the winter stuff at the very beginning of spring and summer, because that's when everybody marks it down. So, if you're doing retail arbitrage, or you go to places like Marshall's or TJ Maxx or the Walmart clearance aisle or wherever you go for retail arbitrage, don't forget that when the seasons change, they mark the out of season stuff down ridiculously low. So have a peep in there. Just look through it, see if there's anything that's worth your while, worth your cost of goods and investment. I need a drink. And then, in the thrift stores, I don't think they really do that so much, but they might. But just keep that in mind. Don't forget, this is the time to get those good deals. Not just for thrifting, but if you got kids, buy their winter clothes now. Get them where they're really cheap and affordable, right? I love deals. I am a cheapskate. I could be a millionaire and I would probably still thrift my clothes because I'm so cheap. I don't like to spend my money. I like to hoard it. I'm like Scrooge McDuck. I just want a room full of money and never have to spend it. Hey, Northwest Purple Sparkles is in the house. How you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, the college tees and stuff are definitely popular. I moved a lot of those. The ones I find around here, though, are usually the Mountaineers, the West Virginia Mountaineers, because they're right next door. So those are just some ideas for what you could be sourcing. I will be in the sweater aisles. See, what's really weird is because I don't really source for sweaters in the winter, but I do in the summer. But it's that whole mindset of folks who don't know how to keep a comfortable indoor temperature. It has to be opposite. Opposite day. All right, so now what should we be doing with our stores to prepare for the change of seasons? And I just see someone tagged me, so let me get to that question real quick. Did I thrift the Coca-Cola plastic cup or accidentally swipe it from a Pizza Hut? So, Joanna, I thrifted this. I actually got this one. They do look like the Pizza Hut. I love these. Are like my favorites. I got this one and two that are a little bit larger. They're also red, but they're really big. She had all three of them out for 75 cents. And before anyone asks that knows my hang-ups about shoes and stuff, like how can I thrift a class and use it? Because there was a process. They were bleached. And then they were washed a couple of times with antibacterial soap. And you'll also notice I'm using a straw. But yeah, I did get these at a yard sale. Now you drink. Okay. So what should we be doing with our stores? Well, go back through your store and find all of your swimsuits and your shorts and your summer wear and all of that stuff that maybe you've been marking down a little bit here and there. Or if you're like us, we mark everything down 5% every month. But that stuff that's been sitting around since last fall that hasn't moved, you may have been marking the price down over time. Hike them back up. Just do it. You trust me. So find all that summer stuff and the shorts and everything and put them back up to your original asking price. If they've been around for a while, you may want to recomp a couple of them just to be sure. Because, prices do change and people like to race to the bottom, which is a soapbox I don't want to get onto tonight. But, yeah, go back through and look for all of that. The swimwear, the shorts, and all that. Jack your prices back up to where they were before. And now is the time to start thinking about marking down your winter items. But I would only do a couple bucks here and there, 5% once a month or something like that. I wouldn't drastically take all my coats and cut them in half. Unlike brick and mortar stores, we don't really have to, at the change of season, drastically mark our stuff down like that. Because everything sells all the time. Like I said at the beginning of the video, all the things all the time. But just to make it a little more enticing, just kind of mark them down a little bit. And then if you're not part of our Facebook group, you should be, because we talk about a lot of really awesome stuff in there. We were having a discussion in a thread the other day. I think it started out as a discussion with Plush, and folks were listing their I saw Chris come in and I want to say hi. Hi. Okay, brain fart over. Folks are talking about listing all their Easter bunnies and their Easter plushes. And someone had a comment that was really an ingenious idea. go through your store and find all your green clothing. I think we're getting down to like the 2-week mark now. But you could do like one last push this coming week in time to get it shipped in time. Find your green stuff, mark it up a couple bucks, and throw St. Patrick's Day in the title. Right? I mean, wouldn't hurt. You never know. If you have any of those kids' Easter dresses or the little boys' really cute suits like that and stuff like that, find it, mark it up, make sure those keywords are in your title. People will be looking for those things. And then Chris mentioned spring store cleaning. Absolutely. So you guys know that actually since the beginning of the year, we've been dropping stuff out of our store. We're liquidating it through 99-cent auctions. We have a clearance hut in there. Things are like rock bottom prices. But those are things that we've had forever, ever. I do not race to the bottom. I don't like a fast nickel. A fast nickel can just not be in my face. I don't like them. I'm trying not to get up on my soapbox, but you guys know I like my slow dimes. And I list things really high and I give them a really fair chance to sell. If something is still around 6 months to a year later, I've given it a fair enough chance. I want it out of my house. I'm also greedy and I like money. I've already said that tonight. I don't like to just donate stuff and give it away. We've already got an investment in it. We've already paid for it. So we use the auctions and we created a store category called Clearance Hut because our store is the Hippo Hut. That we put that stuff in. And the idea behind that, I think I've said before to you guys, the idea behind that is, one, it gets rid of all the old stuff while at the very least, you're getting your original investment back rather than waiting for tax time to write it off as a donation because you would be waiting a year to get that back. You can get your original investment back now. You can get that $1 or $2 or $3, whatever you put in the item back now and turn that around into better inventory. But it also brings eyeballs to your store. The amount of traffic you get when you run those liquidation auctions and have like really good clearances and sales going on, it helps because some people will look around and buy more stuff. Some people will, definitely. Or you could run buy 2, get 1 free. And hey, I just got rid of 3 really old things I didn't want anymore. And someone bought 3 things. So as far as spring cleaning, I would say most brands of clothing, like we said in our clothing guide, take 4 to 9 months on average. Just, unless it's something stellar, amaze balls. Clothing isn't going to move quick. It just doesn't. It does, sometimes, if you list the right thing at the right time, I think. I have sold items within a week that I know should have sat. But they sold because maybe just the right person at the right time was looking for that brand or that size. But on average, generally speaking, your brands that aren't the designer and everyone wants them are going to take 4 to 9 months to sell. That's just how it is. So if you want to clean out your closet, I would say look for stuff that's 9 months or older. You can go 6 months or older if you're really impatient to get rid of stuff and you don't want it in your house or you don't have room, and just start thinking about how you're going to get rid of it. Absolutely, you can donate it back to Goodwill and use it as a write-off next tax time. That is an option. I don't like that option because it's almost like you put the money in the investment and then you're using it as a write-off, but you never actually have that money back in your hand. At least if you're selling it off for really cheap prices, you're getting that money back in your hand to reinvest back into your business and get more inventory. Plus, you get traffic to your store. I'm not a thief, but I'm a creature of habit. Yeah, dropping the price will get you tons of traffic and eyeballs. Not everyone's going to buy. Not everyone's going to buy more than one thing, but they might. And getting that money back in my hand, oh my gosh, that's just that makes my day. I love money. I sell silver jeans really high with best offer. I start them at $50 and I put best offer on them. I usually get about $40 to $45 for them. That's what I fully expect to get for them. And that is why I start them at $50. If I started them at 40, people would be sending me offers for 30 and 35 because that's just the nature of how people are. I do occasionally get the 50 for them. I just sold a pair on Poshmark last weekend for 50. Anything religious is a good idea. That's kind of like an all-year thing. Yeah, don't list it with free shipping. Donatella, I made that mistake 2 weeks ago. Girl, we don't ever stop making mistakes. We're human beings. A couple weeks ago, I moved a bunch of stuff over to auction, and for some reason, one shirt didn't have shipping. One shirt out of the whole bunch. And we only noticed it because it kept getting bids. We usually start our liquidation auctions at 99 cents with like 7. It used to be $6.50 shipping or 6. Now it's 7 because shipping went up. But this one shirt just kept getting all these bids on it. And we were like, why is everybody interested in this shirt all of a sudden? Like, we couldn't get rid of it for 9 months. It sat around. It sold once. It was returned. Okay, get this. It actually sold once and was returned. And then sat forever again after that. And it got bid all the way up to like $6. And we were like, what the heck's going on? Well, it had free shipping on it. So it got lots of attention. Thank goodness it got a lot of attention because, whoops. But yeah, that was just like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I still make mistakes too. It happens. Just be careful. Hi, Zombie Bargain Hunter. Welcome into the chat. Thank you for joining us tonight. Free shipping with best offer is okay to do. Actually, we do that on a lot of our stuff. I think Donatella meant free shipping with your clearance items. You really need to have shipping or charges on them. But if you're pricing your stuff correctly or higher than correctly, you can have free shipping and best offer. Because number one, free shipping is not free. You're building it into the price. And number two, price high, you can have the best offer on there. So, if you're selling something that everyone else sells for 12 plus shipping, you should be, let's say a pair of jeans, because the pad flat's right around 8. You should be selling yours for 20. And you're not losing out on the shipping. And then you can even start it at 22 with best offer, or something like that. But you can definitely do both and be okay. But you've got to build your shipping into the price. Free shipping is not free. Not at all. It is just a ploy that we use so buyers think they're getting something for free. Oh, I'm really glad that you looked through the plush and found some good stuff. Plush is still my favorite. As far as all-time ever favorite plush, definitely. As far as clothes, I really love jeans. I just love jeans. Jeans. So yeah, and then as we wind it into the spring, into March, and then into April, I would get like a little more hardcore about stopping looking through the stuff you would look through now and moving into the other. So, like I might pick up throughout spring, maybe I'd say I'd pick up like the higher end brands of the booty shorts at first, and then as we roll out, and I know it's coming, I'll get more and more and more to build up the stock. But I think I'm at the point right now where I'm already going to pull back on jeans. I mean, you see this chair? You see what's underneath Henry and Hannah? Those are all jeans. There's a stack the same size. There's 2 stacks there. There's that much to the left of me on a desk. And I bought more today, and I have a box coming. I need to stop because I need to just be more cherry picky with jeans. I saw a bunch of monkeys today, and I actually thought of you, Donatella. Funnily enough. If someone likes a new item during closet clean out, do you need to send a private offer? So if you want to, if you want to utilize the closet clean out, you would actually drop the listing price by 10%, and then Posh offers them the shipping discount. Personally, I don't recommend using the closet closeout except for stuff you're trying to get rid of. or liquidate or clear out because it's older. Because once that price is lowered, it's lowered forever. So if you had, let's say you had a pair of silver jeans listed for $50 on Poshmark, and someone liked them and Closet Clear Out Day rolled around, you dropped the price to $45, all the likers are notified, nobody buys it. The next time somebody likes it, if you want to offer them 10% off, you are now offering them $40 plus the shipping discount. So I have a lot of stuff in my Poshmark closet that looks like it's priced really low. Those are items that I already know on eBay I'm trying to get rid of. So I utilize the closet closeout on Poshmark kind of like the way I utilize auctions on eBay. I only use it for really old inventory that I don't care if the price goes really low. But on newer items, if you just listed it, I absolutely would not do that. Just send whoever liked it a 10 or 20% off and a shipping discount. Because most of the time they don't buy it anyway, and then someone will come along and buy it full price, or they'll offer you a reasonable 10 to 20. 2,200 listings by the end of the day. Plush. Yeah, that's more than... Well, I don't really focus on plush. I have so much of it. I don't know if you guys that have been watching me for a while remember when I had like 500 of them in a death pile. I give myself like one day a week to work on them, and that's it, or I would never do anything. Well, I would do jeans. If I was left to my own devices, I would do plush and jeans, and I would never touch anything else. So I have to be my own boss and tell myself I get one day for jeans and one day for plush, and then I have to suck it up and do shoes and other things that I don't particularly like as much. We don't even have 2,200 listings anymore, but again, since the beginning of the year, we've been cleaning out our old inventory. Yeah, if you just listed that item last night, no, let it sit for 3, 4, 5, 6 months before you start dropping prices drastically like that, especially on Poshmark. So, guys, we have about 20 minutes of the show left. I got through my list a little quicker than I thought I would. I do still have 3 exciting announcements to make, but I want to make those closer to the end. So how about we open up the chat for Ask Me Anything, and I'll answer any questions you guys have. They don't have to be about reselling. They can be about reselling. But yeah, go ahead and ask me anything, and I'll answer some questions for a little while before I make my announcements and we wrap it up. How do I stay motivated to clear death piles? I don't really have death piles. I have I don't wannas. So we purposely build up death piles towards the end of the summer into the fall because of where we live. It is pretty often that we can get snowed in, or the road, like there's one road in all of Pittsburgh. The roads will get icy and we can't get out and source. So the times that we can't get out to source, we have to work off of our death piles because we don't have anything else. But it's stuff that we purposely bought to stockpile, like little squirrels for the winter. I'm not really motivated to do the I don't want as I just make myself do it. We just do it. So pretty much usually one day a week, usually Saturday, we'll go up to the serial killer room, which is what we call our storage room, and we pick out one thing each, a box of something, a bag of something, a type of something, and we bring it downstairs and we go through it and we get it ready for photos, and it gets photographed, and then you just gotta list it. I don't really have any motivation for the I don't wannas, which is what I think most people call their death piles. My death piles are just money piles that are just waiting around for me to list it. But like stuff I never really should have bought, stuff I don't want to deal with, like why did I get this? I just don't wanna. I call it the I don't wannas. I actually sell both men's and women's jeans. Men's jeans actually sell for more money than women's, so I prefer men's. The only thing, it's easier to find women's jeans. When you go into a thrift store, there's thousands upon thousands of pairs of women's jeans in like one row of men. Men's jeans are harder to come by in the wild. But I do go through them and I bring some home. I brought home, I'll show you guys in my haul Tuesday. I got Rock Revival and True Religion men's today. But I do prefer men's because they sell for more money. And they get less returns on them than women's do. But they're harder to find. Yes, thank you, Chris. Guys, if you want to give us a thumbs up, it helps the channel. Yeah, Zuby, if you want to share your store, go ahead. So if you're okay with that, like if you're not comfortable, some people aren't comfortable sharing their store, but if you're comfortable sharing your store, please put it in the chat, because I know a lot of people are curious, me included, to see your 2200 plush. So yeah, go ahead, that's fine. If my mods are here and listening, don't delete Zumba, jeez. Zombie. Don't delete their store. My average sale price is lowering because of us doing clearance. I think we were hitting right around 18, like climbing towards 20. And then when we started clearing stuff out, it dropped. It's probably around 16, 17, I think, right now. The thing is when you start doing the 99-cent auctions to liquidate, even with the $7 shipping, they don't count that into your average sales price. Or eBay doesn't put that into your 30-day or your 60-day total. They don't count the shipping in, only the cost of the item. But if you do free shipping, the total cost. Does that make sense? So it's probably right around 16 or 17. I'd like it to be more like 20, 25. But again, when you're clearing out a bunch of stuff and selling stuff for lower prices just to get rid of it, it's going to lower it, obviously. Average cost of goods, 99 cents. Pretty much, honestly. Most days when I do the live haul, I'm thinking, because we do buy stuff at full price too. Like I will pay $7 for silver jeans, and we'll pay up for like certain men's shirts, like $5 for them. But most of what we buy is 99 cents. But I'd have to say, like, when I sit down to do my haul videos every week, I do tell people exactly how many items we bought and how much we spent and the average amount. It's usually around $1 to $2 if you average everything out. But most of our stuff's 99 cents or less. Like a lot of my plush I find for 50 cents. How do you start your own YouTube channel? You have to have a Google account. And then you just look up youtube.com on Google and set up your channel and sit down and start recording. The hardest part about starting a YouTube channel is just getting started. I said for 6 months I was going to do one, and I never did. You just have to just sit down and do it. That's the hardest part. You're going to feel like you're talking to yourself for a long time too. How many items do I typically list per week? That's a really hard question for me to answer when people ask that. On a good day, I would list 20, but that doesn't always happen. So my minimum I allow myself to list per day is 10. I aim for 20, but it depends on like what video I put out that day and how long it takes to do. What am I doing on Posh? Like a lot of other stuff. And Keith tries to get to 20, but doesn't always. So I would say between the two of us, if it's anywhere from 20 to 40, an average of 30 a day. We don't really list on the weekends too much. Keith may, actually. So we'll say 10 a day on a Saturday for him. So that's 30 times 5, 150. Like maybe 160 to 200 a week. And that's like average. It's falling under that sometimes if we're busy and doing a lot of other stuff, and it's over that sometimes if we're really hustling and grinding. Posh Closet, your traffic there is really generated on how active you are in sharing. So the amount of items you have in your Posh Closet isn't going to determine how much traffic you're seeing like it does on eBay. Posh is all about sharing your closet and sharing the closets of others. If you want to see like sales on a regular, steady basis, you want at least 100 items in your closet, and you should start seeing more regular sales. But you still have to be sharing every day and being active, or you won't see the sales. I'm just kind of scrolling down. I'm probably really far behind here. Yeah, Brandy's right. Most of those questions have already been answered in other videos, but that's okay. There's always someone new watching, so I don't mind answering the same things sometimes over and over. I do sometimes group small plush together. I just showed some of My Little Ponies in my haul last week. I picked them up for 50 cents each, and I'll put them together. I actually just sold... Oh, they're across the room. I know I put them up on Instagram, so it'll be really easy to grade them. So I just sold 2 Five Nights from Freddy's little plushie guys, and I put them together. Can you see them? I don't know if you can see them. I don't know if you can, but there they are. There's 2 of them. There you go. You can see them. So yeah, I do. Especially if it like makes sense. Like if I have a Sonic and a Tails or something like that, because you can get more money. I actually do sell quite a lot of other stuff, but I feel like jeans is what most people ask me questions about and want to learn about. And then, of course, there's a lot of stuff that we don't show you guys because we can't show everything. Any YouTuber will tell you that. Can't give all our secrets away. But yeah, I do sell a lot of other stuff too. But most of my questions are about jeans. My favorite thing to do is jeans. And most of what I have listed is jeans. Donatella keeps saying Zuby, and then I want to say Zuby. So, Greg, you have to calculate your own average sale price. On your app, it should show you your, I think it's your last 90 days. I'm just going to look real quick. On your app, you should be able to see your 60-day total. But if you go on the computer, you can see 30, 60, and 90-day total, and then the total number of items sold, and you do the math. Or, you could even figure it out day to day if you wanted, but most people go off of like the 60-day or 30-day total. I haven't found that summer's any slower than any other time of the year. Summer slowdown, like, I guess is a thing. We went to eBay Open last year, though, so when we slowed down, we kind of blamed it on that because we had our store on vacation for like a week and we weren't active for a week. There is the summer slowdown for sure, though, because people are busy and they're on vacation and their kids are home and they're not shopping as much. As long as you stay active, though, you'll still make sales. It's not like it's going to dry up unless you dry up. So if you stay active and you keep things in your store people are looking for and you're listing every day and you're following all the best practices on your listings, you probably will sell less than you would at Christmas time or any other time of the year, but you'll still make sales. And that's why it's so important. I tell people this all the time. When things are really, really good and you're selling a lot, don't get excited and blow your money. Put some aside to help during the slow times. We run all of our auctions from Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time through Sunday 9 p.m. at Eastern Time. That's just the best that we have found. We did a lot of experimenting when we first decided that we were going to do auctions. We did different days, different times, different durations. The best that we have found is the 5-day from Tuesday to Sunday. That's what worked for us. It may not work for other people, but that is what we do. Hey, Bill and Dave are in here. Yay! Both of them. Usually it's just one of them that comes in and says hi, but I know they're both here. Hey, guys. Did it snow out there? Oh, yeah. Hi from snowy Lancaster. It snowed really bad here today. It's still going. I I thought we were done with that, but no. Thank you, Donatella. I appreciate the support. That's awesome. Bye, Chris. Thank you for coming in and spending some time here with us. We appreciate it. So, yeah, Zombie's absolutely right. You will hear me talk a lot on this channel about plush and jeans. And sometimes I'll talk about the button-down shirts that Keith does. But I don't show you guys everything, and I don't talk about everything. Just because while I love helping you guys and, coaching you along your reselling journey and giving you guys as much as I can't give you everything. But if you have specific questions or want to learn about something you don't hear me talk about, don't be afraid to ask. If you're tired of the 12th live show about jeans and you want to hear me talk about the coats or the shirts that I may sell, don't be afraid to ask. I'm usually willing to do most any video that people ask for or help out with any information I can. Just keep in mind that, and I know I'm not the only one, all resellers do kind of keep some secrets to themselves because we can't give you everything. And even in the Facebook groups, you'll see like the non-YouTubers will sometimes have stuff that they won't share. We all have something that we're not going to share with other resellers. And then there's stuff that, I don't mind sharing. The thing about the plush, that reminded me with the Build-A-Bear, I really absolutely 100% never mind teaching about plush because, they're so unique. I feel like they're not oversaturated. So like if I go into a Goodwill here in Pittsburgh and Bill goes into a Goodwill on the other side of PA and Lancaster, chances are we can both find American Eagle jeans and some silver jeans, and we can both find Gap jeans, probably same size, similar styles, right? But plush are more rare, I feel like. When you go into a different thrift store, they're not going to find the same exact Disney store Winnie the Pooh I found. For lack of a better word, crappy plush, like the generic-y kind, those are definitely oversaturated in thrift stores and on eBay. But the more rare ones, like the unique Disney store and Disney parks, those are harder to come by. So I don't mind sharing those with you because we're not all finding 20 of those a week. You know what I mean? What is something I don't want to share? Haha, don't you wish I would tell you that? Are my sales slow? Yeah, this weekend's been pretty, I wouldn't say slow. We're like right on target for our average sell-through rate as of right now. But, for a weekend, that's kind of eh. Like throughout the week when we hit our average sell-through rate, which is 0.5% of our listings. So that's about 9 a day. We're back up to 1,800. During the week when you hit that, it's like, oh, great. But on the weekends, you kind of expect to see a little bit more. I love my steamer, Donatella, and I'm surprised you haven't seen the posts in the Facebook group. I'm always going on and on and on and on about that steamer. And I'm glad you asked because that actually ties in with one of my announcements. Pamela, stop it. I'll tell you a secret, but not about reselling. I like to eat lemons, and I buy them all the time to put in my water. And I'll go in there to cut one up, and I'm going to put it in a dish with a lid and stick it in the fridge, right? Because I'm going to save all these slices for glasses of water. Nope. I put one slice in the water, and then I will stand over the sink like some crazy hog with a salt shaker, and I'll eat all the other lemons. Legit. I do that. That's something I do. There's a secret. So... 3 to 4 a day with 630 listed. That's actually pretty good. So, yeah, that's really good. Because if we had, yeah, that's good. I don't want to be bothered to do math, but that's really good. You guys have a lot of shoes and stuff, though. which help out. Huh, that is interesting. I don't know that I want to go to all the trouble to unstuff a BAB though. I'm lazy. Plus, I can charge for shipping on them because they weigh more than a month. They weigh more than a month. A pound. My Build-A-Bears weigh more than a month. I used to do cucumber water, but then they would get all slimy, and I really like lemon. And then I get the excuse of standing over the sink like a lunatic with my salt and eating a lemon. I will legit cut up a lemon and eat the whole thing. Okay, so we have 6 minutes left. Let me get into my announcements. Let's talk about the first one first, because this will help Donatella if she really wants the steamer. I love my steamer. It's on wheels. I can roll it all over the room, and as you can see, the shirt hanging on it, it's on a big stand, and I can sit and hang stuff and steam, and it doesn't kill my back. They don't pay me for this, guys. This is just me saying that's how much I love my steamer. They should pay me for how much I promote that thing. I love it so much. Okay, so the first announcement is we were approved by Amazon as social media influencers to get an Amazon storefront. So it's not like selling on Amazon or like an eBay store. An Amazon storefront is simply a page on Amazon that you go to that has our logo, the hippo, and my face, and it's called the Hippo Hut, and it has all of the affiliate links in there of all of the things that I wanted to share with you guys. So it's set up like a little storefront. It's really cute. I do have to tell you legally that if you go there and you purchase anything from any of those affiliate links, I do get a couple pennies from Amazon. But I have it set up right now. I have 4 categories in there. I have all of our shipping essentials, everything that we use for shipping. I have one called Resellers Toolbox that has all the tools in it that we use for shipping, including the Awesome and the Persil laundry detergent, all the things you guys hear me talk about. I have one for YouTube. I have everything in that folder that we use for YouTube, our microphone, our camera, all that stuff. And then, this is the most exciting, I have one set up for bullet journal shopping. That was the most fun to create. So when you go into that one, it's got tons of journals and pens and markers and highlighters and stickers and all these things that I've either used, do use, or do recommend using to create your bullet journals. So the Amazon storefront for the Hippo Hut, full of all amazing products that we actually use in our day-to-day lives as resellers, is in the description box down below. It says Amazon storefront. It's like amazon.com/the Hippo Hut. It's real simple, but it is down in the description box. For those of you that are in our Facebook group, I will put it in there tonight for you guys to go to easily get the products that I'm always showing you guys on the channel or talking about or recommending. We just hit our year anniversary on YouTube in January. Whenever we did the $50 giveaway on Amazon, that was our 1 year anniversary, or close to it, close enough. We hit 2,000 subscribers in our 1 year anniversary within like a couple weeks. Yes, the steamer is actually in the group a couple of times, the affiliate link for it, and it's on that storefront. So yeah, this is actually mine. I'll show it to you. This is what I was sitting here doing just before I went live. I was making my to-do list for tomorrow and my calendar for March with my colored pens that you can now get in my storefront. Okay, enough about I was really excited though, because I went to apply for it and I really thought they were going to tell me I didn't have enough followers or enough influence, and they were going to be like, you don't get one. And they approved me within seconds. I was so excited. I stayed up until like 1 in the morning last night setting it up. I'm like a little kid. So the second announcement. As we begin to rethink how we're sourcing and we're starting to get different items of clothing, we may be moving into different brands that we're not used to. So if you haven't purchased our clothing guide yet, this is a good time for me to plug it. The link for the clothing guide is also down below in the description box. It's 195 brands of clothing. It gives you the average sale price for used and new for there's jeans and button front shirts and stuff like that. It gives you the average sale price for used and new, the average time it takes to sell. Remember when I said most clothes take like 4 months? That's what we discovered when we created that guide. And then it gives you the price point that you should be hitting to pay for the item and the average sell-through rate on each of those items. But here's the best part about the guide, because it's going to be spring soon and I love spring. If you're in our Facebook group, after this live show, I'm going to go over to the Facebook group and I'm posting a special code just for members of the Facebook group to get 25% off the guide, which will make it $15 only from now through the first day of spring. So you do have some time to think about it if you're not sure you want to jump on board yet and get it. But there are a lot of folks that have bought it. I've gotten a lot of good feedback and testimonials from it. Lance is right now talking about it. Lance has just started in his jean journey, and he uses our guide, and I help him. Thank you, Lance. You're such a sweetheart. But if you're on the fence, like I said, we're going to put a special code in the Facebook group for members. You don't have to be a member already. You can join the group from now until the day this expires to get the code if you want. It'll be $15 for group members. It will expire at midnight the first day of spring, Eastern time. So that's like 2 weeks to give you guys time to buy it if you want. And this is probably the most exciting. Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate that. So during my live haul video I just did on Friday, I mentioned that I had recently sold a pair of jeans, Miss Me and a pair of silver, both for $50. One on eBay, one on Poshmark. And people were really surprised about that. And they asked me if I could create a video. When did you try, Catherine? I was just on Facebook before I went live, and I didn't see any approvals waiting. Sometimes it takes us a while to get to everybody, but I don't see anything pending. So try again. Most people who ask to get in within seconds. Okay, so anyway, back on track. A couple people asked me if I would do a video just on jeans and how to comp them, or how I personally comp them and price them. So I thought I would do you guys one better. And next Sunday at 9 p.m. normal time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this channel for my live show, guys, I am going to have the reigning uncontested champion of selling jeans. She is a 6-figure power seller on eBay, guys. Most of you already know her. It's Megan Mawhinney. She's one of my favorite people. I absolutely love Megan Mawhinney, and she is 100% the expert on jeans. If you think I know a lot about jeans, talk to Megan, and she makes me look like I've never sold a pair of jeans in my life. The woman knows her stuff, and she is notorious for pricing high. She prices higher than I do. She starts a lot of her stuff higher than even I do. So she will be a special guest star on the channel next Sunday at 9 p.m. She and I are going to actually sit down and go through an entire list of brands of jeans and tell you guys what we start them at and what we charge for them and what we actually get for them, to show you guys that you can be making so much more money than you are. And a lot of you are selling yourself short by being afraid to ask for those higher prices and being afraid to go out on a limb and just see what happens. So, you know what? Megan just started her YouTube. I don't even know it. That's terrible. I'm a horrible friend. She's going to hate me for this, guys. But we will be promoting her channel, her Instagram, everything for her next week. So, let me see. Catherine, I did check again. I don't see anyone pending. Yeah, there's nothing pending. So try again, or maybe you were accepted, you didn't know. That said, her YouTube is her name. Well, see, I told you I'm going to get in trouble, because she and I are actually friends, and she's going to be upset. Her I don't even know her Instagram offhand, but I usually just talk to her through messaging. Anyway, besides the point, she'll be here Sunday, and I will have all of her social media and stuff then. And she and I are going to be working all week together to collaborate to create a list of jeans to talk about the pricing. Not only the pricing, but sometimes within brands, there's certain lines of jeans that aren't worth your time or money, and some that are. And I heard a rumor that she's pulling examples out to show you guys. So it'll be really exciting. I hope to see everyone there. Megan is also in our Facebook group if you guys want to join in and talk with her there. She really knows a lot about jeans. So don't forget to visit our Amazon storefront. And if you do buy anything from there, we do get some pennies. I have to tell you that legally. And if you haven't bought our guide yet, go ahead and do it now. If you're a group member, I'm putting the code in as soon as I end this for you guys to get 25% off. And next Sunday, be back here at 9 p.m. Eastern Time to talk about jeans with me and Megan Mawhinney. Thank you guys so much, so much for coming in tonight and spending an hour of your life with me and listening to me go on and on. I always appreciate you guys coming and being here. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It really does help the channel. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Flippin' Hippos across all social media. Until next time, you guys, go be productive, go make some money, and be good to each other. Love you.